When a young and beautiful pastor's wife gets lonely on the island, she decides to color her ordinary life and have fun with her husband's best friend. When her husband leaves for work, the woman doesn't waste any time getting close to her new friend and they enjoy their time together in nature to the fullest. The unexpected return of the husband home does not stop the couple, and the pastor just as actively spends time with his wife, so that the friend listens to it. But when he sees his wife cheating with his best friend, everything suddenly changes. It's Mr. Narrator and a new retelling. What this love triangle led to, you will find out in this retelling. Enjoy the movie. At the beginning of the movie, Ellie spends time in nature. She enjoys the fresh air and solitude. The woman quickly brings herself to discharge. After that, she eats an apple and walks in the forest. The heroine returns home to prepare dinner. Mika, the woman's husband, dines with her. At night, the couple bask in bed. The next day, Ellie collects a bouquet. She frees a fly caught in a glass trap. When the heroine is changing clothes, her husband approaches her. Mika embraces the woman. At breakfast, Mika talks about her buddy, Olavi Calvi. The men have not seen each other for 15 years. Calvi is coming to visit them from France. Ellie is not enthusiastic about the guest's arrival. Having finished cleaning the house, the heroine relaxes by the window. Then she takes the dog for a walk. Until the evening, Ellie is engaged in household chores. When her husband falls asleep, the woman gets out of bed to think. In the morning, Mika leaves to meet a friend. Olavi takes the ferry. He communicates with Lena. The girl invites him to visit her villa. On land, they exchange contacts. Mika meets Calvi. The men go to the home of the priest. On the way, they plan to hunt and go fishing. Mika tells his friend about life on the island. Ellie overhears the men talking. She lurks by the window to watch Calvi furtively. Mika called out to his wife. The heroine came out of the house. Her husband introduced her to Olavi. The friends reminisced about the past. The guest knew Ellie and her family when he lived on the island. The woman is worried about the arrival of an old acquaintance. At dinner, Mika asks his friend about his partners. The friend wants to find a girlfriend for Calvi for the summer. Olavi confesses that he met Lena on the ferry. A guest inquires about Ellie's family. Mika brings his friend a photo of them together. After dinner, the friends went to rest. Mika retired to the bedroom. Ellie and Olavi looked at each other. Calvi gave up first. He went to the guest room to lay out his things. All night, the heroine listened to the sounds in the house. Early in the morning, she went to refresh herself at the lake. Later, the men went there as well. They examined each other in the water. Olavi talks about his affair with the French woman. Mika is talking about Ellie. Pastor likes music. At home, he shows his vinyl record collection to a buddy. The heroine wakes up early in the morning. Her husband leaves for church. Ellie is doing laundry. Calvi is working and watching the woman. He goes to the kitchen to chat with his friend. When the woman finishes cooking, the guest suggests she go to the lake. The couple walks and discusses Olavi's thesis. The man tells Ellie about his last relationship. On the way, they meet a herd of cows. Near the house, the pastor catches up with them. He met Lena in the store and invited the girl to visit. Calvi decided to treat his friends to a gourmet dinner. However, neither Ellie nor Mika appreciated the guest's culinary talents. Mika praises Olavi's attempt and asks him not to cook anymore. The man entertains his friends with an improvisation with talking fingers. After dinner, Mika wants to spend time with his wife. Ellie hangs things in the closet. At night, the couple relaxes. Olavi can't sleep. He hears everything that happens in the friend's bedroom. In the morning, Ellie comes home from a walk. Calvi is working outdoors. The heroine invites her friend to visit the local church. There, she attentively listens to her husband's sermon on love. After Mass, the couple socializes with friends outside the church. Mika leaves for the mainland. Olavi sees his friend off. The pastor advises his friend to look at Lena. The girl has the same independent temperament as Calvi. Mika asks his friend to watch his house. Olavi returns to the girls. Lena tells the heroine about her interest in psychiatry. Calvi and Ellie walk home. The man tries to find out more information about Lena. He finds the girl's boyfriend boring. Olavi engages his girlfriend in a conversation about relationship. After the walk, the couple quenches their thirst with water from a spring. Calvi eats an apple and studies her friend. Ellie leaves. In the evening, the friends have dinner on the shore of the lake. At home, Olavi thanks the heroine for the evening. Ellie goes up to her bedroom. The woman thinks about the time she spent with her husband's friend. Ellie helps herself to sleep. Early in the morning, the heroine bathes in the lake. Then she examines a grasshopper she found near the house. After lunch, the friends go fishing. Olavi wants to manage the oars. His friend won't let him do it. The man wonders if Ellie considers her marriage to the pastor happy. Calvi sees a lot of similarities in his and Ellie's outlook on life. He too is happy with what he has. After the walk, the couple returns home. The heroine goes up to her bedroom to change. Olavi walks in on her. He thinks that the woman is afraid. The woman explains to the guest her desire to be alone from time to time. Calvi violated the personal space of her friend. He wants to caress her. The man kisses the heroine there. Ellie likes the friends' activity. Suddenly their privacy is violated by friends of the couple. It was Lena who took advantage of the pastor's invitation and came to visit. Ellie watches the guests having fun. She warms up the sauna for the friends. The heroine becomes an accidental witness to the flirtation of Lena and Olavi. The girl invites Ellie to join them in the sauna. However, the heroine does not like to share. She is upset and returns to the house. Her friend is having fun with Lena. Toward morning, the company leaves for Lena's villa. Ellie stays by herself. Calvi returns to the pastor's house. The heroine is chopping wood. The man talks about how he had fun the day before. Ellie goes to freshen up. The friend follows her. When the man has undressed, the woman offers him a swim. After taking a dip, Ellie goes to the shore. Then they walk silently through the woods. Not far from the house, the heroes stop. The woman wants to kiss Olavi. She is interrupted by loud music. The couple returns to the house. Mika has arrived. He invites everyone to the table. Pastor talks about how he went through an identity crisis. Wife wonders how the event went on the mainland. Pastor philosophizes about the nature of human thoughts. Ellie doesn't listen to her husband. She imagines spending time with Calvi. In the evening, she relieves the tension with her husband. Olavi peeks at his friends through a crack in the door. He sees Ellie's reflection in the mirror. It makes a strong impression on him. The man helps himself to relax. In the morning, the friend wakes up in a bad mood. He reluctantly answers his friend's questions at breakfast. Ellie refuses to go to church. The woman wants to spend time with Calvi, but he rejects her, citing work. The heroine enjoys solitude. She does yoga on the beach. After preparing the table for dinner, Ellie goes upstairs. Calvi's room is empty. The heroine takes out her cello. She plays to relax. The heroine sniffs the pillow her husband's friend slept on. After a while, Ellie takes the dog for a walk. In the woods, she meets Olavi. The man is angry. He reproaches the heroine for suppressing her desires. Calvi does not like to witness the passion between Mika and his wife. He recalls the time when the woman spent time with him. Ellie tells her friend about her tumultuous life after Olavi's departure to the mainland. The friend confesses his love for her. The heroine goes up to her room. Olavi's words excite her. In the morning, the woman takes a bath. Returning home, she invites the guests to ride on the boat. The man enjoys spending time with the wife of a friend. They have a picnic. Ellie likes the view of the lake. She suggests that Calvi sit down next to her. The friends stroke each other's hands. The woman decides to encourage her guest. She massages Olavi's eggplant. The man reciprocates her caresses. Ellie asks to touch her secret spot. With her fingers, Olavi helps her friend relax. She wants him to act more actively. After getting a release, the heroine is going home. Olavi catches up with her in the woods. The couple returns home in silence. Mika meets them at the house. The man is upset that he was not invited to the picnic. The pastor suggests celebrating the anniversary of meeting his wife's parents. Ellie goes upstairs. She is worried about giving in to temptation with Olavi. Mika asks the heroine to come down for dinner. At the table, he tells his friend about how lucky he is to have a wife. The pastor wants to have children. He recalls his past relationship. Ellie calms down and walks down to the men. She sat down next to her husband. Micah put his arm around the woman. He then went to prepare the barbecue. Ellie can see their guest is tense. He wants the woman to forbid her husband from touching her. The pastor returns and kisses his wife. The heroine observes Olavi's reaction. After the meal, Mika becomes overly active. He wants to go for a boat ride with a friend. Calvi prefers to go to bed. The pastor then offers his wife privacy in the bedroom. Ellie refuses. Mika promises that they will only cuddle and kiss. The heroine gets angry. She yells at her husband and leaves the house. Ellie runs to the water to blow off steam. Afterward, she stands on the shore. The woman thinks about her life on the island. Back at home, Ellie goes to the bedroom. Mika is sitting on the bed. She apologizes to him and leaves. The heroine goes up to Calvi's house. In the bedroom of a friend, the lamp is burning. He is packing his things. The woman kisses Olavi. Mika hears the bed scraping in the room upstairs. His wife and best friend are having an active time. The couple falls asleep in bed. After a while, Mika goes upstairs. He sees Olavi hugging Ellie. The heroine wakes up in the afternoon. She washes up in the kitchen and goes to her husband's bedroom. The pastor is lying on the bed. She lies down next to the man. Ellie asks him to forgive her. Micah looks at his wife. He says he understands what she did. Later, the pastor is cutting down dry branches in the garden. Olavi approaches him. The friend informs him of his departure. The men agree to meet next year. Calvi apologizes to his friend. Mika pretends that he doesn't know what his friend is talking about. As the friends eat breakfast, the pastor remembers their trip with Olavi to Valencia. He takes his shotgun off the wall. Mika has decided to travel more and go hunting to supplant old memories with new ones. Ellie looks at her husband carefully. Micah points the shotgun at his friend. He cries. The act of his wife and Olavi has saddened the man. Pastor suggests that his friend join him on the hunt. After breakfast, everyone gets into Micah's car. The heroes drive in silence to the pier. Everyone is thinking about his life. At the ferry, Olavi asks Ellie to leave with him. The woman is silent. Calvi boards the ferry. The heroine sees him off with a look. Together with her husband, she goes home. Micah stops in the woods. He takes a gun and leaves. At night, Ellie embraces her husband. The next day, the characters discuss their lives. A woman is afraid that her husband will leave her. Mika tells his wife about his feelings. The pastor wishes happiness to the woman. He is ready to accept any choice she makes. The heroine goes for a walk to think. Mika goes to church. In the evening, Ellie gets reacquainted with her husband. They get to know each other more deeply. Ellie returns to playing the cello again. After a while, the heroine offers Mika to go fishing. The couple rekindles their relationship. It's a movie from 2021 called The Wait. Write in the comments, could you forgive adultery? Perhaps the pastor should have handled the situation differently.